Yo, what's up guys? Alex here, back with another weekly recap. So this week was a bit of an interesting week. There was quite a lot of news. I placed 7 trades in total, which 5 of them are losses and 2 of them are wins. I placed 2 trades on my demo and I placed the other 4 on my other 5, sorry, on my funded account. But I will go into them in a second. This was a pretty interesting week for me as well because I came back from my vacation, of course. As you see, I didn't trade anything here on my demo, at least. It's the best way to show it. Well, yeah, you see it as well. But then when I came back, I started, I think I catched a cold or something, or I got sick, so I felt fucked up for a couple days. Still decided to show up on the charts, at least for London session, because London session starts at 9 a.m. for me in the morning. If there was a lot of news, I only traded New York session, but most of my trades are from London session. And this was also like a big learning curve week for myself because I kind of tried to double down on the mistake that I kept making, which is trading against my bias, trying to force the market, trying to catch reversals. So I really try to focus on actually waiting for clean setups, not perfect setups. I also need to put in the volume and the reps. So I was really trying to just remove myself from hesitation. But if I had a clean setup and it was aligning with my bias, I told myself just take the trade and see what happens and then reflect on it later on. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm going to take the weekend to reflect on all the trades that I've taken so far. So yeah. Let's dive into them. I want to go through the two how do you say that? I want to go through the 2 trades that I took on my demo account real quick, and then I will go through the Alpha Capital trades. I didn't log 1 trade from my Alpha Capital account, so I only have 3 of them open here. But the thing is, I didn't journal it because I kind of procrastinated on journaling that trade, and then eventually I forgot to take a screenshot and I deleted everything from the chart. So I didn't really have much information about why I took that trade. I only had the numbers. So it's a bit of a shame. So that's definitely something to keep myself accountable for, that whenever I place a trade, I either do it right after if it's still fresh and I'm not high in emotions, or I sit down at least for a couple minutes at the end of the day to just journal everything. So let's dive into the 2 that I took on my demo account. So we have this one, it's a GBP USD, it's a short. I think this was with Trump speaking. Yeah, Trump had a speech and then eventually priced, I don't remember quite well what it did, but my bias was bearish. I followed my setup, I followed my rules, but then eventually it skyrocketed. And I actually made a YouTube video about this. There was a live trade. So if you want to watch this trade and see me get stopped out, go check it out. I will drop it in the feed, in the link down below, or somewhere up the screen, whatever, how that works. So yeah, it was a decent loss. I was pretty happy with the trade, but I think it was like, okay, Trump is gonna open his mouth, I'm going to take the risk, and then it skyrocketed, like price went up and up and up and up and up. So yeah, that's it. And then we have my other trade, which was a pretty good trade. This was, yeah, there was yesterday. Yeah, let me get into this one in a second. There was a win actually. It was pretty clear for me. Like the thing is, my bias was neither bearish and neither bullish. Like I was more bullish, but it can go either ways. But then it was actually kind of like, okay, we have these Asia highs, price looks to go towards them, and we have created these strong news highs, which were also the Asia highs. So I was like, okay, if we just sweep Asia lows, we can skyrocket to Asia high. That's exactly what happened. I catched a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Yeah, a 2 risk to reward. This could have been easily a 1 to 10 risk to reward, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm pretty happy with the trade. I followed my rules, I followed my strategy, and then it skyrocketed. Then these are the trades that I took for my demo account. Went pretty well. My emotions were pretty neutral during these trades. I remember for the one that skyrocketed, like the win, I do remember that my emotions were kind of all over the place when I actually saw that price skyrocketed. But I tried to stay positive and be like, okay, woulda, coulda, shoulda, remove that. We took the win, we predicted exactly where we would go. And then, yeah, and the thing is, you might wonder, why didn't I target the news? You know, because here you see on the screenshot, you see clearly that I put my stop loss, my take profit way below these news highs and Asia highs. Well, it's more because I am still trying to trying to figure out what my risk to reward is for this strategy, like the average one. So far, I'm seeing a 1 to 2 risk to reward as the average take profit, but I didn't want to be too greedy. I really want to detach myself from, I want to see a lot of numbers on my screen and just being like, okay, I want to predict where the market is going. I want to learn from the market and not just be like, how big of a risk to reward can I actually take from all of this? So that in a nutshell. Then from Alpha Capital, I only journaled 3 trades. I know that these 3 dates, 19, 20, and 23, all of them were losings, GBP USD, and then, oh, this is the wrong one. This one is Euro USD. And then we have this one is also Euro USD. I really like to trade the Euro USD, GBP USD. GBP USD is really, like, it really responds well to Asia sessions, highs and lows during London session, and during New York session. Well, it likes to respond to news, but it doesn't really react well on London session highs and lows. It just does whatever it wants to do. So I really like to trade GBP USD during London session. And then we have this day where I took both a win and a loss. Let's see, yeah, in the morning I took a win, and then during New York session, right after New York session opened, this is New York session open for me at least, where I'm at 14:30, so that's 2:30 p.m. I took a loss. So yeah, let's just dive into them a little bit. On the 20th, which is this one, I took a loss, small loss, and yeah, this was actually against my bias. So at the beginning of the video, I said I was trying to trade against my bias, but I still slipped a little bit. It was a clean A+ setup, like it was a clean setup, but again, it's kind of like stupid because I clearly said like we were bullish, that like if you want to follow the trend, there was a clear trend, but it seemed to me that we swept these we sweep these highs, and then I was like, okay, it seems like we might catch a reversal for some reason. So yeah, that's why I entered of this one, and then price skyrocketed. It didn't go down eventually, so that's a bit of a shame. And I also got stopped out within 9 minutes. So London session, Euro USD. Then we have the other one. This one, oh, I didn't put the date for some reason, but this one was, I think, this one. Was this the win? No, this was the loss. No, this was the win, yes. So let me put the date real quick. This was on the 22nd of January 2026. That's nice. Hit take profit in 12 minutes. Like, I see that my trades are really between 10 and 20 minutes. Usually. Like, I had a trade yesterday that was in a position for an hour, but so far around 20 minutes is my average trade. Then here, take profit. It was a clean trade. Here as well, the thing is, I say that I was bearish on a high time frame, but I saw that the price was really respecting the Asia highs and lows, and it also hit it hit my setup. It was a 1 minute inverted fair value gap with a 3 minute fair value gap retracement, and then it clearly showed buying pressure out of it. Like, and I also saw that this one needed to get filled up. There were some small fair value gaps here, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna take this lightly. I took this on a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, if I'm correct. I'm not clearly sure where I can see it here. Can I? No, I can't really see it. Well, at least it was a small win, and you could say traded against my bias, but my bias actually kind of flipped because price also went up after this one. So that was a pretty nice trade as well. Then we had the last loss, which was a Euro USD loss. This one was pretty interesting, okay? Because we were both bullish and bearish. I was trying to look at what type of higher time frame confluences it will hit, and we had this clear news highs, and we had a 15-minute fair value gap resting above it. But I saw that once price stepped into the news highs, it kind of like started going down and it hit all the confluences that I was looking for. A 3+5 minute inverse fair value gap, and it retraced exactly into this small zone between the inverse fair value gap and the 1 minute bearish fair value gap. And then price went lower. So I entered and I wanted to see if I can hit a big take profit, because I clearly saw the potential of it actually going down more and more and more. So it hit take profit 1, hit take profit 2, and then exactly before it hit take profit 3, price decided to go up. And once the news actually got hit, it was a positive for the euro, or no, it was a negative for the US dollar. So price went up because it's the euro against the US dollar, and price skyrocketed over and over and over again. So yes, I predicted where I wanted to go, but price eventually reversed. I had a clean A+ setup, but again, price reversed. Nothing to be worried about. I didn't really trade against any rules, but the thing is, this was kind of like a pre-market trade-ish, like 1 minute after market opened. So maybe for the next time, I just need to be a little bit more careful, but I didn't want to hesitate. Right now, it's really for me about volume. So yeah, and that's definitely something I want to take away from this week. I didn't put too much time on the charts. I still showed up at least for either London session or New York session. I chose one or the other. I didn't want to do both and sit the whole day behind the chart. I just decided to see what my body can handle. I was also really tired. I was laying in bed a lot by my laptop, watching videos and just overall doing whatever. But when I was behind my desk, I at least showed up on the chart and I didn't do anything else. So yeah, that should be about it. I really want to take away that I didn't trade too much against my bias, and I really waited clearly for clean setups. Yes, a couple of trades were a bit against the bias, but I still waited for clean setup. I didn't just think like, oh, now we will catch the reversal, let me click sell, let me click buy, and then that's it. So yeah, this weekend I'm still trying to recover a little bit. I think today will be the last day to recover. I still have a bit of a headache. I still feel a bit but it's way better than yesterday and the day before. So I hope I can go back to the gym upcoming Monday, because I had to skip this week. I just couldn't. I was too for it. And still consistent in the community, still consistent on YouTube. Thank everyone who is watching the videos and who supported me through everything, and everyone in the community as well. We have some pretty cool stuff going on. We have this DRR daily trading, daily recap. No, sorry, DTR, daily trading recap. Man, let me show you real quick how that looks like. It's pretty cool actually. I announced this just in the community, and we're actually gonna, daily trade reflection announcement. We're actually gonna be posting our trade every single day and keep each other accountable to actually keep growing with each other, and also to really show the effect of keeping each other accountable, because sometimes you will keep making the same mistake that you don't even notice, but once somebody actually points it out, it could hit a little bit different. So I really think that this challenge, or this new daily trade recap type of thing, will help a lot of people out. So if you want to join the community, right now it's free to join. It's a link in the description down below. And there are pretty cool modules coming as well about backtesting and journaling, which I'm really excited about. I really wanted to film them this week, but the moment I actually touched my camera, or at least I set up my camera, my energy just zoom, and it just told me, nah, we can't do this right now. We will do it later. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Pretty boring, in my opinion. Pretty boring week with trades, but you know, 5 losses, 2 wins, lessons learned. from last week, and for this week I'm just going to continue with trying not to trade against my bias. I'm really starting to see more confluences getting hit. No, not more confluences getting hit. I'm really starting to see that, how do you say that? That I'm really starting to understand how my pairs work, because right now I trade on Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD JPY. I will go into futures later down the line. I have my little to-do list here for the school community, for the trading, and also for some private stuff in the life that I need to go after. But for trading, I want to get into SMT divergence. I want to look into futures, and also when I do that, I want to backtest futures and my current strategy, which is the higher time frame liquidity sweep plus inverse fair value gap, A+ setup into a 15-minute fair value gap and a 1-minute fair value gap retracement. I do want to make a video about my strategy later down the line, but for now I'm still trying to figure it out myself, so I'm not going to be able to explain it in the most clean way. I can explain it to myself in the most clean way, because when I sit behind the chart I can see it and I know what I'm looking for, but to actually do it in some sort of mentor mode, nah, I don't want to do it right now. Later down the line, definitely, for sure. So yeah, hope to see you in the community, and I will see you on Tuesday.